I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry.
The Faison View Podcast, episode 185. Let's get it, guys. Let's go, man. Let's go. So, man, who's the real GOAT? I'm going to talk to you guys. Who is the real GOAT? I want to hear from your point of view. Who is the real GOAT? So, the topics that we had here today, it's going to be fire. You already know, fire flames. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Man, we're getting right to it. You already know what's behind me. The best handcrafted jewelry, bracelets, anklets, waist beads, man. Handcrafted by yours truly, man. Hey, I'm just growing and growing, man. I'm getting better and better. Hey, let's get to it, man. So make sure you get your orders in, man. The color power is right there, man. It's on way to fit your lifestyle, man. You know, as we go down, you get to see the beautiful gallery. You get to see the wrist. Look at the wrist. Look at the wrist work. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Get you some contrast with your watches, man. Look. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got torch, man. I got fire out here. So, hey, man, make sure you go support. And guess what? Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, man. Make sure you get on that, man. The Faison View Podcast every week, Thursday, 5 p.m. So, man, first and foremost, British man get knocked out. He got knocked out for his racist remarks. So I'm going to talk about that. Secondly, which is the best mic? That's really what it's about. Who's the real GOAT? All of them are GOATs, but who is the best Michael out of the Michaels? Michael Jackson, Jordan, or Tyson? So we're going to get right into that too. And thirdly, I want to talk about the Washington football team. Of course, you know I'm a huge fan, diehard fan. Hires Jason Wright as league's first black team president. So I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on right now. And lastly, would you rather have a 1 minute convo with your past self or a 1 minute convo with your future self? And you know that's good. I already, you know what I'm saying? I come with the heat. So, man, first and foremost, British man knocked out for his rants, man, his racist rants. I don't understand why. It's just like, I don't understand how all this is just coming back. Yes, racism did never die. It never died. It never went anywhere. But just the fact that it's so much heightened because you put Black Lives Matter on something, people think they can say and do whatever they want, and they think it's a political statement. And I come every episode talk about this, and I'm sick of it. You got human beings first and foremost, who are wrongfully killed. We still looking for answers for Breonna Taylor. We're gonna say her name every single episode until it get right. George Floyd, he still hasn't received all the sentences due to his death and justice for his case. Philando Castile, like, I'm gonna keep on saying these guys' names and these females' names, these kings and queens, because they didn't deserve to have their life taken away. They deserve to be here with their families, their loved ones too. And it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. It's like, when are we going to get it together? And this British man, he got everything he deserved. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a fan of just violence, but guess what? It was so satisfying seeing him get knocked out. You trolling, you talking bad about our people. You know, just going on rants. Like, look at them, they're black, and what? You're British, so what? What does that have to do with anything? But guess what? We still in this time of day. And it's so baffling and crazy to me because I'm not saying every situation. I'm not saying that at all. But it's confusing, and which I understand why to a lot of people. Black people, we have a lot of beef with our own community, with oneself. I talk about that every podcast, almost everywhere, you know, all the time too. But also, we are very peaceful, kind people, especially when it comes to the other ethnicity or other people. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand. These three gentlemen was just sitting there, just taking all the heat, taking all the fire, while this British man talked trash, and they got fed up. They got off that train, was just like, you know what? I'm gonna shut you up. Sturdy jump. And I ain't trying to make fun of it, for real. I'm not even trying to make fun of it, but it was satisfying. And it was satisfying too, because the people recording it just like, yeah, that's what you get. It's disgusting, man. It's really disgusting. Like, like, it's so baffling because all the culture, everything that you see, almost everything that you see, especially now in internet and the social media realm, is based off of black influence. So even these racist remarks and all these people saying whatever they feel, guess what? They look down on their phone. A lot of that is black influence. A lot of it is black influence. All you females that's trying to get your butt, your hair did, all the boot. I'm not against that at all. Don't. I'm not saying it like that, or I'm not trying to put it or paint it in that picture. Because you do have African American girls and black girls that don't have the butt. But guess what? You get that influence from us. you wanna have this big butt. You wanna have this certain type of image. You wanna have this certain type of face. It's like, y'all get that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, y'all look at us in this way, but we have so much influence on y'all. And most of these rappers, most entertainers, black entertainers, their fan bases and their core fans are white, or Caucasian, or of different ethnicity. So it's like when it comes to going through the trials and tribulations of being black, everybody want to shy away. Oh, I don't. But you walking down the street, you can go see Chief Keef. You can go see Chief Keef and bang bang at 300 and do whatever and run up in people's houses and stuff like that. But when the consequences come and you want to claim as black, then you don't want to be a part of that because of how they treat us in America. So choose a side, because it shouldn't be happening to choose a side, but that's what it's based upon right now. It's either you with or against us. So you choose. Just like my man just got knocked out, that's going to start happening more because we're tired. We're tired. You think you're just going to rant and keep on going on about us, going on about us? Nah, I'm gonna punch you right in your mouth. And that violence is not the only way. Don't get me wrong, it's not the only way. But guess what? How nice are we gonna be? For how long? For 400 more years? We gonna continue to be nice and passive? Nah, I doubt it. So he got his teeth pushed in, and it was gratifying to see because, hey, a lot of these Karen Kens, they honestly need that. Because y'all want to look at us and pin us and pin us in this certain box and treat us not as human beings. Like, so if all resorts are off the table, yeah, I think punching you in your mouth will really get you to understand that I'm not playing with you. You can't talk to me and treat me any type of way. We're not dealing with another 400 years. Let that be known right now. The evolution of the world is changing right now. Of the world. And we need to continue to push and fight. Like I say all the time, use your platform for something good, for something positive. For something positive. And that goes for everybody, especially our African American and black people. We have to, and we're doing an amazing job. Just keep putting our foot on everybody's necks, man. For real. Keep supporting each other and keep your foot on the pedal, man. Cause sky's the limit. It's money floating over our heads every single day. Just floating over our heads every single day. It's your obligation to grab that money and create generational wealth for yourself, for your family, and for your loved ones, man. Continue to hustle and to continue to grind. And let's support each other. So, man, secondly, off of that, a little fun topic, man. And I got into a little, a little debate, of course, because this is a big question. Which mic is the best? And before I say about Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson, I feel like the mic that is really slept on is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson changed the game, changed how boxing is, changed the whole dynamic of boxing and what we watch and how we look at knockouts and how we look at fights. Because if you want to be real, we love Mike so much. We have that same entitlement that we want all these boxers to have. We have that entitlement, like, nah, everybody got to be a knockout artist. Because Mike was so dynamic. When he came in the ring, you didn't know how long you was going to be in there because Mike would knock you out and he would give you a show. Just like I'm talking about Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson. He's on that level. He's on that magnitude. I don't think he is the best Mike, but in ways, in personality, and who is he, and how far Mike has come, I feel like it's a conversation to be had, and he's in this conversation. But my pick is not Mike Tyson, but I really want to, let y'all know that Mike Tyson, man, he's one of the gurus because he changed his life upside down and around. Like, honestly, changed his life upside down and around. That's why people were scared of Mike. Mike would just go places, and you wouldn't even know if he was about to knock your head clean off. If he didn't like you, you might as well be scared. But to come in full evolution of him having his podcast, him speaking game, him just talking about his trials and tribulations, being very transparent, and, telling the world that he didn't like that old Mike and that he's comfortable in his skin now, man. Mike has come such a long way, man. And Mike is he's a hidden gem of everything. So I want people to give respect to Tyson, because it wouldn't be a lot of your favorite boxers if it wasn't for Tyson. Tyson was a global phenomenon. Like, people love Mike Tyson. And to this day, they still do. And to this day, I still do. So, definitely. But this Jordan and Jackson, man, I got into real debates over this. And let me just say Michael Jordan first. Of course, Michael Jordan, man, like, it's crazy because when you say these names, I was telling my boy, like, it's so crazy because they are such a high entity, and like their fame and their level of status is just so crazy that I'm not being offensive. But when we grew up, what we really known was Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan. It became like a religion, because guess what? They were talked about so much. They were loved and embraced so much. Music comes on. It didn't matter. I'm born in '95. Like Michael Jordan was on his last ring when I was born, and Michael Jackson was already solidified. Michael Jackson been solidified since he was 5 years old with the Jackson 5. So, like, their level of fame is something totally different, and status is something totally different. You talking about GOATs, you talking about icons, you talking about legend. These two, the biggest of the biggest. I don't think you can name any other two that's big, or name anybody that's bigger than these two people. Because Jordan, he revolutionized and changed the game. He changed basketball forever. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest player of all time. He made everyone want to play basketball. He made everyone want to push further and be motivated. Yes, his attitude wasn't the best attitude, but guess what? His relentless will is the reason why he's successful and the reason why he got to where he got to. They always talk about Jordan being cut and the trials and tribulations. Mike wasn't the greatest player coming out of college. You had Len Bias. You had a lot of other players. And which makes Mike's story so great is he overcame everything and everybody. And he came in a time where the NBA was taken over by these two people. And one of the two greatest players ever is Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? He took over in that time and he changed everything. And you're not even just talking about the influence of the shoes. You're not even getting into that yet. The influence of his shoes changed the world again. And it has changed the world all over again, generation to generation to generation. Michael Jordan is solidified forever and has a mark on his own brand forever. Forever. Like, generations after me, beyond will continue to wear Jordans. Will continue to preach his name, talk about Jordan. You got people that wasn't even born yet when Jordan was playing, talking about him like, he's the GOAT. And it just goes to show how big of a status he is, and big of a status he is to our culture and to our people and to worldwide, globally. Michael Jordan could not go anywhere. And the same goes for Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson is the one I personally gave the edge to, because I'm going to be real with you. I feel like nobody has touched people the way Michael Jackson did. And pause, because everybody so antsy about, all this. I'm talking about his greatness within the artistry and his greatness to his fans and to his people. All that goofy stuff, I'm leaving that alone. I'm talking about his greatness as a person. I'm not just saying leaving it alone as in such. Those are allegations. I'm going to leave it over there. I'm going to leave it as that. Because what people don't realize too, just like the last two people I talked about, Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson wasn't your role model type of people. You feel me? In their early stages of their life. So we're not going to get onto that. Michael Jackson is like beyond. Like, I feel like it's hard to be bigger than Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was big at 5 years old. He was a legend already at 5 years old. He was a lead singer of a group and lead talent of a group at 5 years old over his older brothers. Like, Michael Jackson did everything. Michael Jackson made fans cry. Unfortunately, he made fans commit suicide when he passed away. He has such an impact on people. His music is timeless. He's the greatest artist and entertainer ever by far. By far. And his music speaks so many volumes to today. Black and white and things that are going on. He's an icon. And Michael Jackson, in my opinion, I feel like he might be the biggest Michael. He might be the GOAT Michael. And it's hard to say because you got a lot of people that's going to say Michael Jordan. And I wouldn't disagree. It's not like I disagree and be like, no. I think in my personal view, I would say definitely Michael Jackson. Like, he touched so many people generation after generation after generation. Like, I'm a teacher. When I was in class and had a 3-year-old come to me and talk about Thriller and talk about Remember the Time, like Human Nature, for a 3-year-old in 2020 to know who Michael Jackson is. And they do just like they know Michael Jordan or Tyson. But it's to a whole nother magnitude. And I feel like with sports and just like music, it's such an interaction. And one thing I can say about Mike that I would give the edge over Jordan is a global phenomenon. Everybody knows who Jordan is, even if you're not basketball. But you have a lot of people that think otherwise, that Jordan is not the GOAT. You got people that think LeBron or Kobe. With Michael Jackson, when it comes to this, I'm gonna be real. It's nobody. I don't care who you name. It is not one single artist bigger or better than Michael Jackson. No, it doesn't come even close at all. Because what he did while he was on this earth is impeccable. It's impeccable. Michael Jackson was selling millions on top of millions on top of millions before streaming in the 80s, in the 70s. Like, and to his credit, he was known before Michael Jordan or Tyson was even thought about. He was known. Young, a child prodigy. So it's like, it's hard to debate it. Because you could choose either one of these, but I definitely say Michael Jackson, man. I'll definitely say Michael Jackson. It's kind of hard not to. Like, it's really hard not to. Like, Alexa, play Michael Jackson. And it's like, it's Michael Jackson. I don't know. I don't care about what anybody says. Y'all can discredit him, talk about the allegations all you want. What you won't take from this man is the talent that he brought on earth. Because all his songs to this day, 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, you can hear it. You can hear it. Alexa, volume up. Come on now. Like, this still ring, come on, his timeless music. Like, this still ring off to this day. Come on, man. Like, y'all not listening. Y'all not understanding. Man, so that's my pick on that. I say Michael Jackson, in my opinion. All right, thirdly, man, Washington football team hires Jason Wright to be the league's first black team president. I know it's a lot of people, questioning, Dan Snyder. Hey, me too, because I'm not a fan of Dan Snyder. I'm a diehard Redskin fan. I've been a diehard Washington fan for a long time, since I've been born. So I'm not fond of Dan Snyder either. But I feel like all these negative comments, I don't think they should exist right now in this type of. It should be a celebration, because at the end of the day, it's better late than never. You feel me? At this point, it's better late than never. I never thought he would change his name. Of course, it's because the pressure that we're putting on with us, the social injustice that we're dealing with as African American Black queens and kings and Black people in general. Of course. But one thing that you gotta realize, if you're gonna just get on Dan Snyder, you need to get on FedEx, you need to get on the NFL, you need to get on Nike, you need to get on all that sponsors, because guess what? They flipped the gun on Dan Snyder, because in 2013 they already had planned on taking the Redskins from under them, and Dan Snyder said, no, you're not gonna do that, and gave them money, bribed them off. But now when it's something bigger, this magnitude, y'all have to act on something. So let's not just act like he the only one. And Dan Snyder, man, I don't like you at all. At all. Because you have destroyed the franchise. But this move, it's a step. It's one step, but it's a step. And not giving you the credit that you deserve at all, but it's a step. And I feel like that this step is going to take us to a whole nother platform. And what I do like about not the name being Washington football team, but just the part is to find our own identity. Because if you're a Redskin fan, if you're a diehard Washington fan, man, you know the trials and tribulations we've been through. You ain't got to be talked about. So it's like, to see this happen and to see we making progress, man, let's keep doing that. Let's keep driving, man. Let's keep on pushing the narrative. Because look, when you push and you talk and you use your platform and you push it in their face that you want change, stuff like this happens. Yes, maybe he did it because, let's get a Black man. But guess what? He's in there. And he's in there with credibility. And guess what? He can be the one to change the whole script around. So, man, congratulations to Jason Wright, man. Nothing but a round of applause for you, man. And God bless you, man. We in prayers with you. And we're going to get through this, man. We're going to get through this. So, lastly, would you rather have a 1-minute convo with your past self or your future self? Look here, Daniel Malik Faison. That is my name. I would definitely have a talk with him in the past. No ifs, ands, no questions about it. And I wouldn't say future, because that's just to be told. Like, I'm going to keep on elevating and doing what I have to do in life. I would say past me, not living with regrets, but just if I could peep something, tell myself something in my ear for a minute, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to, you know what I'm saying? Me being wiser now, I feel like it'd be very beneficial. And you don't live with regrets because everything is already written. But if I had a choice like this, I would definitely talk to my past self about, certain things that's going on in my life now, decisions being made, and just having a positive mindset about certain things. You know what I'm saying? We kind of a lot, especially nowadays with the social media era. We're hard on ourselves. We're hard on ourselves and what we think success is or pertains to be or what it looks like. So when we're looking at success through a lens or through a phone or something like that, that can mess somebody's mind up. So I would definitely guide my past self in many ways. If I had 1 minute, I'll tell myself a lot in that 1 minute, because it could have been beneficial for my future. But everything's already written, man. I'm happy. I love life. Amen. So, but in my opinion, I would say talk to my past self, man. So make sure you guys, smash that subscribe button, man. I want all subscribers, man. I love you, man. Thank everybody for supporting who subscribed to me now and supporting me through my journey. I'm going to keep giving you good content. Make sure you smash that like button. I'm going to keep on every Thursday, 5 p.m. My favorite word is consistency, because it has to happen. I'm not perfect, but I do want to be consistent in what I do. So guess what, man? Make sure you go get that color power, man. Man, make sure you go shop. It's going to be below. handcrafted jewelry, man. Yours truly. Man, I love you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in. And it's the Faison View Podcast, man. Faison View Podcast every Thursday, 5 p.m. Remember that subscribe button. Here you go. Hey, man. Love you.